This is my new 2025 Kyalami Green Audi RS3 Carbon Black. I've just collected this today, and to have a collection of a car like this is absolutely stunning. I literally cannot stop smiling. I'm a little bit shaky. Thank you so much for everyone who supports the channel to, the opportunity to have this car for 7 days. And I'm going to show you what it's like for like the first sort of initial introduction, what it's like to actually pick up this car today. This is how I'm feeling. And I kind of want to bring you into that feeling, that real world kind of experience. And that's what I kind of share on my channel. This is a £68,500 car with its options. The only option on this car is the carbon bucket seats, which I'm excited to share with you and to share with you my thoughts so far on the car. So let's just go around it. Yes, so Kyalami Green, which is actually surprisingly a non-cost option. It's a solid paint, and as part of the Carbon Black, you get things like this, carbon down here. You get more gloss black parts. The Audi badge is now in the more unique sort of gloss black. We're going to pop over under the hood because you know what's under there. 2.5 litre 5-cylinder, 400 PS. Absolutely insane. And as we come down the side, let me just give you that look. Ha ha, mega. And this car is wide. It feels wide. And I'm just buzzing so much. I don't think I can ever put it into words what this is like. If this was it, if this was the last video on my channel, I'd be done. It genuinely, my initial feelings, and this is just from me, feels like I'm in a little supercar. Lamborghini own Audi, it's part of the Volkswagen Audi group. This is in green. Inside, it feels so special. It sounds unbelievable. It's a 2025 car. And it just feels so much more than an A3. Yeah, it can still be practical, which is quite incredible. Yeah, I've literally just gone shopping in it actually, which is pretty crazy. You can option carbon ceramic brakes, which are a £4,500 option, depending on what colour brake calipers you go for. If you go for the blue or the red, it's a little bit more. This has the standard brake setup, 2-piece floating, absolutely huge, 370mm at the front, and at the rear, you have 310mm at the front. The coolest thing about this car I've driven a Vorsprung in the past, and I've actually got some interesting things to talk to you about the Vorsprung, to the Carbon Black, to the standard one as well. And that was pretty mega. Yeah, I'm literally lost for words. You get these sort of like extended sort of arches, which actually do something. It's amazing. The stance of this car, oh, does it? Yeah, I think it cools the brakes. I mean, I can feel the heat. These are the standard wheels. I like them. Do you know why I like them? Because they're not diamond cut. I just get forever with my diamond cut wheels having issues with them. So these look great for me, but it's all subjective. A few different wheel designs in black as well. There's the carbon door mirror, which I really like because it's nice and small actually, so you don't worry about it getting knocked off. Gloss black all the way up the top as well as part of it. There's your Audi RS3 Sportback. It is available in saloon as well. I'm based in the UK. You can get this car in the States as well. I believe they only get the saloon. Across Europe as well. Check your specifications as well for your region. But yeah, I'm just smiling so much. I could be dancing around this car. It's just insane. Matrix LED lights, they're very highly equipped, the Audi RS3s from factory. Carbon side skirt as well, adding to it all. You get 265 front tyres and 245 rear tyres. That makes a huge difference to the front end, and I've noticed it when I've driven the Vorsprung before. It just that makes that front end special. It drives so dynamically. It does affect the turning circle a bit because it's got wide tyres, but it's just fantastic at the front end because the 2.5 litre 5-cylinder engine is a little bit heavier, so it just needs a little bit of support. Traditional Audi understeer. It's so dynamic, and it's quick, and it's loud. Doesn't necessarily pop and bang, but you just hear that noise. What a special experience, because I want to take, not everyone can have the opportunity to get a chance in this car. Not everyone will have the opportunity to own the car. And if you're watching this, and if you think of the hundreds of thousands of views off YouTube, I've chatted to my, last time I was in this car was with Joe Achilles. And if you want to know real in-depth about this car, he's got some great content on it as well. And he loves it. And he's a BMW guy, and he's saying this is one of the top cars. So hopefully my experience can sort of show you it in the real world Yeah, that's what I'm kind of like. It's more than an A3, put it that way. Tinted rear, 5-door. The next sort of carbon features is this carbon spoiler. And as you can see, it's definitely carbon. And it's got a nice little flow to it actually, which bends in really neatly just to the top of the aerial, as you can see there. Nice gaps, I like the flow. Kind of breaks up the roof quite well. No panoramic roof on the carbon, that's on the Vorsprung. 55-litre tank. It's showing, this car's about on a full tank, it's saying about 300 miles, but then who knows how it was driven before. Audi badge, this is on P0, yeah, Pirelli P0s. Looks like it's had a new set of tyres recently. This car was actually last with CarWow, and Matt Watson actually, yeah, perhaps drove this a little bit more aggressively than I will. You know, drifting it around and drag racing it is not something that you really do on the road. So I'm more of just your normal guy. That's the idea with this thing. So it looks like it's had a new set of boots. You can get some proper slick tyres which work well with this car. Oh, it's just insane. That stance is the main thing. Look at the front. That is no ordinary Audi A3. I've already had so many looks in this car and I've only driven it for about an hour so far. Insane. At the back, arguably its favourite look, you've got the traditional Audi twin tailpipes. Now, they're actually real exhausts. Inside, you can see there's two little exhausts. I believe it's sort of like a similar sort of setup to like the S3. These are valved as well, which is quite nice, but I love the perforated sort of signs around it. This is gloss black, this is carbon. This is just plastic here, which is probably the only thing that makes it different. The RS3 badge has changed actually now because the R used to be on that sort of red part, so they've moved it apart. But inside, they've kept it the same. So a little bit strange there. Reversing camera, blacked out, which is what a lot of people do with the Audi badge anyway. This car comes with it as standard. More tinted nature. Let's get a rear quarter angle because that's always good. Yeah, that's the angle. Mega. Should we start with the boot while we're here? So pop it open. I believe you can, or you definitely can, because I was last in a Vegas yellow car. You can get an automatic tailgate. This one's not on it, the carbon. Now, it's attracting a few flies, but check out this. Okay, yes, I've picked up some normal stuff you get from Tesco's, because that's what I did, and my camera gear's there. But what I really want to share is stuff like this, where you've got like the actual green painted there. They've gone the extra mile. Everything feels high quality. You've got a little net there. That exhaust gets warm, so be aware of that. You also get this rear sort of Formula 1 style tailgate. Oh wow, I didn't even notice that. Check out the grooves. This is a performance car, make no mistake. Underneath this, which again, I have a Golf R, so I kind of know VW Audi quality. This is definitely a step up. Inside, you've got a battery at the back there, but that's it. No, just the gunky stuff, no space saver. That's what you get in your boot. You could fold the seats down and you can just about see those buckets. Let's check this out more. So you've got your supercar. It sounds like a supercar. I spent time with a friend from a previous work and he had a 2016 RS3. His was modified. And I remember when he was driving that, I felt like it's a supercar. It sounds like a supercar. The engine is ridiculous. And if you follow Mark McCann, he's recently bought a KTM for about £330,000. It has this exact same engine. So perhaps good value then. Is it worth the money is another thing, and that's what I'm going to find out over the 7 days. It feels so much more than A3. I feel like $30 million in this car. I don't know if I'm brave enough to go for this colour. You can get it in black, you can get it in grey, get it in red, and get it in white, you get a few different colours. You can get it in Python yellow. You can't get it in the Vegas yellow, which was in my previous video, which I recommend checking out. I like the spoke designs of the wheels. You can see all the bugs getting attracted already, the rear lights. But let's check out the back, because what is so nice about this car is the quality. If the quality is good at the back, you know it's going to be good at the front. Sonos sound system comes as part of the RS3 with the carbon. You've got the green stitching, which I love, matches the exterior. That comes as part of it. Wow, it's cobwebby. Shows not many people be in the back of here. Floating door handles, really nice like Alcantara effect. Bit scratchier plastic up there, but not too bad. But you get the joy of seeing the carbon back sports bucket seats. All I can say to anyone, get the seats. I just think they're mega. The only thing is, I've driven this car for about an hour. I've noticed a little bit on my shoulder. I don't know if I'm adapting to the seats. Now, I am quite sensitive to sort of like seats and just sort of getting pinched nerves. So I'll let you know over the 7 days how I get on with them. But 2.5 grand, they feel so supportive, and I think they're just a must in this car. The only thing I'd say is missing is a little bit of maybe a green stitching on the seatbelt. Perhaps you could get that done aftermarket, or maybe in the floor mats. But you get the green sort of hexagonal shape at the back. It feels like I said, like a $1 million car. I mean, perhaps you might be thinking, oh, Sam, it's just an A3. Get over yourself. Yeah, I mean, drive it and tell me what you think. If you're in the comments and you're sort of thinking like that, get in the car. And also, if you don't like it, don't buy it. As I mentioned, a lot of people view the RS3 as sort of like a halo car. I certainly do as well. And a lot of the hundreds of thousands of people that watch the videos don't have one or have never driven one. So hopefully I can give you that impression of what it's actually like and just give you that real sort of sense of a view of the car. I love that. And the USB-C at the back, it feels quite nice back here and plenty spacious. It's still an A3. If a little bit darker because it's an A3, but yeah, initial impressions anyway. Now we come to the piece de resistance. We open up the front doors. You get the RS kick skills there, RS3, those bucket seats. But let's just start on the door card. You've got the cool Alcantara suede with little perforations there. It's a little bit better touch feel than the rear here. I love the floating door handles. The buttons feel really good. It's on the sound system there. The only thing I'm not too keen on, you can see my water bottle here. It's not felt. Now my Golf R, my Mark 7 is. I think that's just missing a trick. You know, for a £68,500 car, I think that should be some sort of sound deadening. But that said, the shape of the door, although you don't get as much in it because it's blocked out a little bit by the speaker, it hasn't rattled or vibrated. And this whole car, which has been absolutely given some, let's just say that much, you know, Matt Watson, yeah, has been thrashing this car around. if you check out Carwow, you'll know what I mean. I haven't experienced any rattles or any noises so far on my sort of early drives on the motorway and on the back road. Yeah, let's check out inside. It's familiar pedals, aluminium pedals, new steering wheel in the facelift Audi RS3. One of the best steering wheels I think I've ever used. Do you know why? It's flat bottom at the top and the bottom, but it's so thin and so nice to handle. It looks a bit funky, and I haven't really tried out all the haptic buttons yet, but I've tried out these two for the RS and it's good. It's got RS there, but you see what I mean? How the R goes over the red there and there, but then at the rear, it doesn't. That's just a little bit strange. And also with the seats. I love how it's got the green stitching. Just maybe on the series seat belts is my only criticism. As much as I said, I'm feeling it a little bit on my shoulder, they're so supportive. And I love them. Certainly from a lower part proportion, it's super comfortable. But I do just want to be honest with you, I'm just sort of feeling it a little bit on my shoulder. So I'm going to let you know how I get on with that. Mega seats, the only option on this car, because you really just get them in packs. You get the carbon black, the standard one, or the Vorsprung, and you can then do your options in it. But there's some options you can't get unless you get the Vorsprung or say the carbon. You can't like really mix and match, which is a bit strange. I'm not going to show you too much of the infotainment at the moment because I'm at an address which I don't want you guys to see. But what I can say as I sit here, oh, it's just such a special place. You feel like you're in like a cockpit of a Lamborghini. This is just, all right, laugh at me at the comments and say, Sam, get over yourself, you know, blah, blah, blah. What are you talking about? You know nothing about cars. Literally say whatever you want. I'm in this car for 7 days and it makes me feel special. It just feels so, so good. The way the vents work, it's like a little Lamborghini. They feel, I mean, the touch quality, 10 out of 10. It just feels as best as I've ever seen. I love the indicator stalks, the paddles at the back. The infotainment screen is really, really good too. It's got all that wireless charging. The way the armrest sort of folds up and down is really, really neat. The glove box is locked as well. It's got your manual, everything, you know, quattro sound there. Obviously, more vents. I need to talk to you about the engine. Little Sonos there. Sonos system sounds good. Yeah, the buttons make a nice little clicky sound. And you do actually have physical buttons still, quite a lot. This one has a reversing camera, heated seats. I think you lose some sort of airbag or something, or some sort of automatic adjustment supporting the seats. These are fixed seats, you've got to manually adjust them, which I haven't seen a problem with it. Now the Vegas yellow one I had a metal panel there. This one's just plastic. I think that it's because that was a left-hand drive Germany car. We lose a little bit in the UK for whatever reasons. I love the little mirrors. I love the mirrors there at the side. Now, I think on the Vorsprung, you get a better touching roof. This just lets it down a little bit. I would like the roof to feel like that. But that's just me being hypercritical. I'm admiring these seats. They're the highlights. If you want to show off a little bit and actually have a car which is so capable, it's insane. It's just insane. The delivery driver who dropped this off at my house, I then dropped him back at the station, and he said to me, some of his feedback was he felt it had quite a bit of turbo lag. He felt it was quite laggy. It just didn't go and then it went. And he said perhaps that's because he spends a lot of time in electric cars and hybrid cars. He said he's constantly dropping off Volkswagen Audi Group cars because that's the support that they do. DHL, shout out to them. Their logistics, they do Formula One stuff as well. So yeah, good news for Audi in the Formula One scene when they come into it next year, 2026. And yeah, and so I was quite curious about that, what he was saying. But I found it really good. It sounds amazing. And the colour as well. Am I brave enough to own a car like this? Perhaps. And if you're looking at this and thinking, Sam, 70 grand, I've got no chance of ever affording this. Well, let me just give you just a few things that I think that actually make this car potentially, reasonably justifiable. 1, RS models and Audi models hold their money really, really well. 2, how long are they going to keep this engine going? It's 2025. I have no idea how they even passes anything. There's no hybrid. There's no electric in this. It's just pure combustion engine, 400 horsepower. I believe Matt Watson from CarWow dynoed this exact car at 410. 0-60 under 4 seconds, about 1,600 odd kilos. I mean, it's just one of a kind. They do hold their value. On the second-hand market, this is the 8Y generation, the facelift, where you get the new wheels, you get the sport, the bucket seats and stuff, but you can get a pre-facelift from 2022, and I've seen them on the used market from anywhere from around 35 to 40,000 pounds. Okay, high mileage one, but it's just saying that. Yeah, and you can't get the seats because they're not available, and you get the original Audi wheel. I like this wheel. I like the way it feels. That's what matters. If I haven't really played around with that because I'm a little bit scared of the haptic-y stuff, shout out, yeah, just buttons for life for me. I haven't even played around with that. I think that's the cruise control. What else have I learned about this car? It feels just brilliant. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. The packs. With the Carbon Black, I tried whatever I could to option it. There's loads of different options you can get, like I said, ceramics and different packs and all this kind of stuff, technology packs. The one thing you can't option is the adaptive suspension. On base models and Carbon Black, in the UK anyway on the configurator, as I'm filming this today in July, towards the end of July actually, 2025, you can't manually option that. So you can't go for a base spec car and then go, yeah, I'm going to have this suspension. So far, passively, my Golf R is passive suspension. I found it all right, but it's firm. It's firm. Adaptive would certainly slacken things up. You can only get adaptive if you get the Vorsprung. Vorsprung is near £70,000. I have driven the Vorsprung. It's very good. But then you miss out on some like the carbon features. So it's a bit of a curious one. Let me know in the comments about that. And if you have an RS3, let people know in the comments your ownership experience, just to help people out. It's a community channel. I want this video. I want to help you out as much as I can. That's the idea. I've got a few videos planned, a couple of comparisons, one with potentially a BMW M2, see if that works out, the facelift, the LCI 2025, a Mark 8.5 Golf R as well. And I'll do my in-depth review after the 7 days as normal. But as we're approaching the 20-minute mark, which I appreciate you all watching, and if you are still watching, fantastic, well done, welcome to the channel. Why not subscribe and check out more content, because I'm going to have plenty of this, and YouTube short content as well. This is great. If we do the magical and show you the engine, because I haven't popped the hood yet. There we go, big, massive sound. Let's go to the front, shut the door. The sun is coming out. Let's work out how to open this. Oh, nice and easy. Auto gas strut, look at that bad boy. You don't get that on any Golf. Magical. This is the first time I've seen it. Magical. What an engine. What a power plant. Like I said, it's in a KTM that Mark McCann has for £330,000. This is the exact same engine. Huge turbo, 400 horsepower. They haven't updated it in the facelift in terms of power, but it's got more than enough. That's almost carbon on the engine bay. I didn't even know that. You can see it's VW because there's VW everywhere, loads of little badges. Lovely red. The RS badge again has it over the front, so I don't know why they've changed it in the rear, but not on that, but that's a little thing. Same sort of thermostat stuff as you get in the EA 888 2-litre Golf R. This feels like a supercar engine. Certainly for 2025, where even like Lamborghinis now have detuned turbocharged engines. This is just a mega power plant. Look at that. Wow. I'm actually lost for words. Huge cooling at the front as well. Maybe a little bit too much gloss black going on. A few little, like, you know, the radar sensors and stuff. It's never really got near to me to scraping so far. I do drive it carefully, but it hasn't scraped. I think that does actually cool. It does go in, so that's nice. The lights do some fancy flickering stuff, but that's the magical engine, the 5-cylinder. And that's what it's like collecting an Audi RS3. I think I've shut it all right. And that's what the car looks like. It is absolutely sensational. Absolutely sensational. The looks from my neighbours, they were just like, oh, Sam's got a new car again. Because I've been lent a few Golf Rs and stuff, but this is, if this was it, if I was never lent another car again, I'd just be happy. And I hope I can convey everything I can with you in the 7 days that I have it, because I'm really looking forward to experiencing it and living it in the real world. You know, I'm not going to drag race it. I'm not going to take it on track. I'm not going to do those kind of things. I'm just going to live with it. If you actually own this car, because that's what I feel would be useful for you. And that's how my channel is all about. It's a lot about the community. I'm going to post this video straight away. So I'm filming this on the Monday. I'll post this for you guys on the Tuesday. So I will still have the car for another week. So if you comment, I will see it and I will still have the car. So that's the idea. Get involved in it. I love it. There's probably a million more things I can say about it, but for now, the extra gloss black as part of the carbon, because that's part of the pack, is very cool. No sunroof, I'm not missing it. You have to get the ball sprung to get the sunroof. Those tyres are the big factor as well. Is it a little Lamborghini or am I? Well, that's my feelings. That's all I can tell you, how I feel. I can't take away this moment to have this car looking as gleaming as it is. This is possibly it, you know, guys. I don't think there's going to be anything more. I love my hot hatches. This is more than a hot hatch. This is a hyper hatch. This feels like to me, and I'm working really, really hard at the various jobs that I do, because I work for myself, I run my own businesses. This is the sort of car I want to get in. It's so cool. It's so cool. Right, get involved in the comments. Anything you guys want to know, and I'll feed back with you. Hopefully it all works out with the comparison videos, and I'll end it with an in-depth review. Thank you so much for watching. Unfortunately, the camera is never going to do it justice on the sound. It sounds fantastic. Like, it sounds absolutely 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. And I've heard these sound best in the pre-facelift 8-wise as well. It doesn't pop and bang because of filters and stuff, but it just rumbles and it screams at the top end. And at low revs, when I'm in like comfort or efficiency, it's just like, it's still super fast. You just don't, it just go, everything goes so quiet and so calm. And even though the suspension doesn't slacken off, it just goes calmer. And you can use this as a normal car. Okay, this is in Kyalami Green, but you could be proper incognito in this. Heads-up display is pretty good as well. I could talk to you guys for hours and hours, but I'm gonna drive this car some more, and you will see me again in either the comparison videos or the in-depth. I'll probably share the comparisons first. Hopefully they will go ahead. And the in-depth of the 7 days with this. Stunning, stunning. And thank you so much. Yeah, like literally mind blown. These are what dreams are made of. You know, 8 years I've been doing my YouTube channel. I did it on the side because I worked in IT full time, put a couple of videos out. Now I'm 10,000 subscribers, 5.5 million views, and I've got Audi UK dropping a car off on my drive. So blessed. Everyone that watches it as I try to play around with my hair. And I really hope that I can do my best to share with you what it's like in this amazing, amazing special Audi RS3. Thank you so much, guys. Get involved in the comments and give the video a like if you've enjoyed it. More to come.